Just so you know, I did see that chat before stream. I heard a ping at like 11:58, and I was like, who's already in my chat? Who goes there? Look what I found. A new background setting thing. Overlay. That's the word I'm looking for. Ugh. Hold on, let me type something in on Twitch myself. I want to see if it lines up correctly over here. Oh, good. Oh yeah, it works nicely. Yeah. I could maybe make it just a wee bit taller, but otherwise, it looks good. All right. How you doing, by the way? I definitely didn't change the overlay because it forced me to, because whoever had the last overlay on Stream Elements seemed to have taken it down so that it didn't work anymore. Oh, word. Yeah. Eat your breakfast. Okay, what do we got? Okina. Okina. Okina? Diavola. What is with these? What is with these names? These feel like names. Or like Italian words or something. Rex, how's it going? Dragonfly. Dragonfly. Dragonfly? Dragons do fly. Well, yeah, they have wings. Social Security. Might have a number. Hawaiian. Hawaiian bread. Hawaiian roll. Apostrophe and comma in Oxford. I mean, not really, but kind of. Telephone number, social security number, serial number. Meat lovers, what is this? Your mom? Fuck off. Fight me. Atomic numbers. These all have numbers. Pigment. Pigment. Pig, starting with animals, or something like that. Ox, pig. Mm, dragon. Is white pizza? It is a thing, actually, now that you say that. Hawaiian meat lovers, white. I didn't realize Diavola was, but I believe you. Ox, dragon, pig. Ooh. Oh, my lights are flickering, y'all. My lights are flickering big time. What the fuck is going on over there? Hopefully that doesn't knock out my power entirely. Hey, if my power goes out, my bad. It's raining here. Normally the power doesn't go out even when it's raining, but that was pretty crazy. Did y'all see that? I was just thinking about joining a rap contest and making a stupid fucking song. Anyways, 15 months. Cheers, Solar. Thank you for the resub. How you doing today? Is this like a serious rap contest that you're just choosing to make a bad song for? What's up, DJ? No pizza, just salad. Why did you have to specify that there was no pizza? My name already has no pizza in it. Diavola is usually pizza that just has spice. Okay. I might, and yes, it's a serious rap contest. They give you beats, so I plan on fucking their ears up. You get mugged in a back alleyway. Today you went salad only, trying to stay healthy. Not the Hudson Super 6, but 3 will do. What the fuck? Comma apostrophe. Rude. Ratchet. Rat. Yeah, rat. Sorry. I was getting distracted. How's it going, Jaeger? What is this? What are these? Are those punctuation marks? I don't know that I've ever heard of a Cedilla or an Okina. Hold on. I probably have heard of a Cedilla. I just don't remember what it looks like. Oh, that thing. Gotcha. Okay. I know a Cedilla. What's an Okina? The letter that transcribes the glottal stop consonant in Hawaiian. So true, so true. What? Nope, haven't heard of that one though. Let's move on. All right, what do we got here? We got Dave. All right, we're in the ballpark for popularity. It's an all-male group of some kind from before 2014. Not hip hop. Not from Europe either. Hi, is this your first time playing Great Ace Attorney, if I may ask? It is. It is my first time playing any Ace Attorney game, actually. We're currently on, what is it, a second case? How's it going, If Bench? I will say I am familiar with Ace Attorney as an entity. Like I kinda knew what I was getting into going in, but I've never played any of them. Yeah, it's been pretty fun so far. Male group. Male group. Male group? So you don't know the major plot beats and stuff. Nope. I know that this is a prequel. I know the Ace Attorney Chronicles is some kind of prequel. Someone told me that in chat. Yeah, otherwise I haven't been spoiled on anything. Mmm, I see Solar. Hey, maybe you'll get an honorable mention. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow, Bench. We're starting off with a few dulls, as we often do. Music, games, you know, stuff like that. We hit our follower goal too. I didn't realize we were that close to 230. Appreciate it. What was I saying? Right, we tend to start off our streams with this stuff and then we go into it. So it'll probably still be a few minutes till we get there, but we will hopefully finish up the second case today. Slipknot. Sure. That's probably around the right popularity. It is metal. We are looking at metal. It's a little before 99. Mid 90s metal. Hmm. Korn? Korn, yeah. We both said the same thing. Yeah. Ah, not quite Korn though. Fuck. Disturbed is the next one. Okay. Disturbed? Nope, not Disturbed either. We're in somewhere between 95 and 98. 5-member metal band. It's probably not Saliva, right? They might not be the same popularity as these two. That's our first ever guess the same that's missed. Damn. You're right though. It was ballpark. I don't think it would be Saliva. I don't know why Smashing Pumpkins is coming to mind. I don't even think that counts. Maybe it does. Smashing Pumpkins doesn't work, right? Or does it? Pumpkins? You do like pumpkins. Okay. Oh, pumpkins are alt. Okay, cool. That's kind of what I figured. It might not quite. Papa Roach. Are they metal or are they rock? That's borderline. Deftones. Sure. I'll take a crack at. Yeah, there we go. Deftones. You can't hear what I just heard, but they dropped some shit in my ears right there. And no build up. They were just like, here's the chorus. You turned off Deftones when I played them, DJ? If you hit me with the wrong song, I probably did, yeah. Metal can be that way for me. If I get hit with something that's just a little too screamy, I do have an upper limit when it comes to metal. Usually if you toe the line between rock and metal, like, I actually enjoy a lot of Disturbed songs, for example. I know that Disturbed is like super easy to hate on in the metal community because they don't count or something and we're gonna gatekeep metal, but yeah, Rex is the one who hates Disturbed. I remember that. The blank blank. Blank blank to blank uh, uh referred to call blah 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 as the some amount of otherwise called or something like that as the blank is a blank of blank in the blank 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 for blank blank uh is a Musume is the most metal game ever. Yeah, you think so? It's a city? Not a city. Blank to blank 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 in cities. Then blank blank blank. The blank blank blank. Or the blank blank rather. The blank blank. Is it a monument? Is it a the blank blank being blank about some percent and then some really long words. Okay, and then there's mention of like centimeters and inches and a blank from, is this a species? Is this? It is a species. Okay. So we're looking at an animal of some kind. Is this like a pigeon of some kind? Small, large. It seems like small is going to be the answer there. Small, they're talking in inches here. It does feel like it'll be a bird of some kind if it's mentioned in cities. Yep. Bird of prey? Okay. But it can't be a vulture. A bird of prey. Falcon of some kind? Peregrine? I don't remember how that's spelled. I want to say it's around. Oh, I actually did spell that right. Okay, it's not a peregrine falcon, but I did spell that right. Or at the very least, it didn't tell. Maybe there's two spellings and it didn't give it to me, because usually it tells you if you spell a word wrong. Huh. Usually it tells me. Weird. I knew what I wanted. It's peregrine falcon. Okay, what is this? This is cover art. This is cover art that feels like it should be very recognizable, but I don't know if I personally recognize it. It's like some shit that would be like the original Doom or something like that. Very black background, not a lot going on. The shape, the shape with the blurred out colors looks kind of not like a key, but like sort of like that. Let's go with like a Doom. I know it's not Doom, but I'm trying to figure out what I'm looking at here. There's this there's a loop going on, right? This is either a know it or you don't, I think. I got no clue, lol. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. Am I getting like Egyptian vibes? Like it feels like it's on the tip of my tongue. I don't know. I don't know the name of it, but it's like um hmm. I know it's not Rage, right? Okay, that's so fucking unhelpful. I already know what this looks like. It's a circle. I can see that. Or rather like a like sort of tailed circle going on. Uh oh, I have seen this cover art before too. I have seen it before. I'm pretty confident of that. It's an Ankh, yeah. It might be mouth washing. I honestly, I believe that. It kind yeah, it brings to this I have seen this. And when you said mouth washing, I was like, yeah, I could yeah. Mouth washing. Very nice. It's horror-ish. Well, not exactly, but yes. It's very disturbing. Okay. Okay. There's a gun. There's a very specific gun. This looks like a Halo or a Gears gun. Or perhaps Destiny could also see that. Is this a fox? Oh, you think it's a Star Fox? I'm trying to get a good look at the hand. It looks like a human hand, but I don't actually know whether Fox wears like gloves or something. It's a gloved hand. Oh, you know, this could also be a Mass Effect game. Mass Effect 2. You said, mm-hmm. If I say Mass Effect and you say Mass Effect right after, I'm gonna guess Mass Effect. It's one of them, so I'm gonna guess all three. Mass Effect 3. Hot take, if you require tons of shot gore in your horror game, it's a bad horror game. Technically, that game didn't even have the horror tag. Ooh. Looks like fucking Rambo or something. Honestly, might be Rambo. I don't think it's Rambo, but it's close enough to Rambo that I'm gonna guess Rambo. Not Rambo. He do got a gun though. Can't deny that. A little bit of an older art style. Got a very stereotypically cyberpunk gun going on. Like very Just like silver with a little bit of blue and red. Is this RoboCop? Or Contra Dude? Okay. Bill Bill Riser from Contra? Sure, I'll guess it. There you go. Very nice. I see why I skipped this song before, because there's not a lot of... See, my old ass owns the game. That game still on NES. You have an NES? Nice. Too old for us to know. That's valid. I mean, Celery knows it. Wait, Celery, sorry. My bad. It was Unk that said that one. It was Celery before. Gotcha. For some reason, I thought Celery said that too. I got stuff from SNES, just not NES. Spin-off, Beach Ball, Food Gathering. Think it's Dead or Alive? I think it's Dead or Alive too. Which Dead or Alive is this? What was it called? Which Dead or Alive was? I thought this was like 5 or something. But if it's a spin-off, can it actually be Dead or Alive? I don't suppose. I'm actually just gonna go with like Dead or Alive 4. I think it's a more recent one if it is. Nope, not Dead or Alive. Megaphone Tool, Pet Simulation, Speech Bubbles, Animal Crossing New Horizons? Sure. I don't know. Nope. Toy Collection, Spoken Commands, Daily Adventures. It is a simulation game. It's got pets, but it is not. It looks like you dogs probably, given spoken commands is here. Um, is this gonna be? Was this one of those pets games on the DS? Spoken commands screams DS to me. Nintendogs, that's what I'm looking for. Nintendogs. Which of the Nintendogs? Labrador and Friends. This has beach balls. Damn it. It's not Nintendogs. What's the weird Pokemon one? I don't know. It's still got voice recognition. Voice recognition I knew of, though. Get me away from that. Pokopia? Pokemon Pokopia. Nope, but it is Pokemon. We are looking at Pokemon, cooking ingredients, friendship building, limited vocabulary. Pokemon. There's only a few Pokemon games, right? So I'm trying to remember which Pokemon it was. Pokemon Snap? Could it have been? I don't know if it was Ranger. Ranger doesn't sound right, right? Ranger was a spin-off, but it wasn't. I don't think. Well, Ranger did have forest exploration, didn't it? Ranger was also around that time. Although I will say it's a simulator, but it might not have been on DS. Pinball? There was Pokemon Pinball? Bro, I don't know why I'm feeling Ranger. It's not Ranger. NPC. Interactive environments bundled with peripherals. First voice-controlled game Guinness World Record. Okay, so it's definitely around this time. Ay, ay, ay. Food gathering. Pet simulation. I know it's not Pokemon Go. Pokemon... It's not Pokopia. It can't be another Pokopia because it's the first game. Hey Now Pikachu. Okay. Hey You. Hey You Pikachu. Okay. That explains why I couldn't find it though, because it doesn't have fucking Pokemon attached to it. Nice. All right, let's start with a Pokemon game over here as well. No, you know what? We'll go Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. That's very ultra specific. If we get any information, it'll be big. All right, it's not Wii or DS, it's not Sega or Nintendo. Honestly, being able to knock out Sega and Nintendo right away is kind of useful. Fire game? Which one? Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games or Hey You Pikachu? Mario and Sonic. It was a good game. I don't have a Wii anymore, but it was a good game. All right, probably action. It might be a party game. This is before 2002, though. Let's assume it's action single player with third person and first person options. Maybe Gears 1? Oh, Gears 1 was only 2006? What? I thought Gears 1 was at least like 2001. Didn't realize they pumped out those games, didn't they? They were just like, here's like 4 of them, and then they fucked off forever. Final Fantasy VII. Wait, did Final Fantasy VII have any or third person elements? I thought it was kind of isometric, but maybe. 7. They haven't stopped. They haven't stopped, but they stopped for a while. Okay, well, we're looking at third person plus isometric. We are in Final Fantasy, which should make this easy immediately. It's single player, it's square. It's Final Fantasy VIII, right? Like, oh, there's no data on the engine Final Fantasy VIII used. It's got to be 10 then, right? Nope. What? Wait. Okay, first of all, is that even true? Surely Final Fantasy X didn't only come out on the PS2. 9 it is. Wasn't... No, it can be 9. It can be 9. 9 it is. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with y'all. I fucking hate these character designs. I've never played this game, and I know that I would not be able to get through this game. 7, 8, 10, all great. This one, I don't know what the fuck is up with this man's forehead. I do not know what's up with that man's head. Ate my healthy $10 salad and still hungry. Welp. More lettuce. Alright, let's get some Ace Attorney in here. It's acing time. It didn't have any lettuce in it at all? What did it have? Spinach? Not that there's a problem with that, but like... What kind of salad ain't got lettuce? Baby spinach leaves arugula and field greens. Oh, word. Yeah, I mean, spinach as a base is fine, too. I get it. I don't fuck with lettuce. What a strange thing not to fuck with. So, Mr. Naruhodo, your assistance, if you please. With what exactly, Mr. Schultz? With observation, my dear fellow. Just as I said, of these prevaricators. Observation? If you remember, Mr. Naruhodo, we know that somebody tried to fabricate evidence, don't we? By tampering with the scene of Mr. Asogi's death. What we're looking for is some trace of evidence that one of these two was there when it happened. Precisely. You are delightfully quick to grasp my meaning. Alright, I'll see what I can see. So we're looking for a trace of evidence that shows someone else was there last night when Cosmo died. What suggests that someone else was there at the scene? Well, well, well. Some kind of stain in an unusual place. Yes, you're right. Looks like ink if I'm not mistaken. Ink. Look at the color, too. It's clear where this came from. Yes! Yes! There's something in my eye. Versus Seaman Stroganov. You seem to have quite a large purple stain on the back of your white uniform there. Yeah. Yes. I don't know where the dirt comes from. So, nothing in particular comes to mind about the stain. What are you trying to say? It would appear that the significance of this stain has escaped your attention, Seaman. Allow us to make it plain. It's a very large purple stain on the back of Seaman Stroganov's uniform. And I think what made it is clear. Indeed it is. So, Mr. Naruhodo, present the evidence that proves it. My pleasure. Alright then, the evidence that proves... Yeah, okay. You didn't really need to reiterate that a second time. Yes! There you go. Have fun with that. Yes, it's this photograph, and the ink shows it, and the ink it shows. That's what caused the stain on your uniform. Ink? A rather unusual color of ink, purple. Ah! Ah, the penny drops at last. Now you see the significance. The Russian word on the floor next to the victim's body was written in purple ink. And the stain on the back of your uniform is ink of exactly the same color. If the ink had been dry, it couldn't possibly have stained your uniform in that way. Which means... you must have been present in the cabin in the moments immediately after the ink was spilt. Alright, yes. It was me. I did it. Everything. Ah, taking the fall now, are we? I arranged everything in Dead Student's cabin to make it look like Wardrobe Man did it. Then I pressed button to make Buria do emergency stop and bolt cabin door shut. I did everything so no one would suspect our angel. Biff, please. Don't worry, Angel. Let me do talking. It was after 1 in the morning. I was on duty patrolling Passageway. Then our angel came to me. She was white like sheet. Biff, please, you must help me. I went with her. The door to cabin number 1 was open. When I looked inside, I saw student boy on floor. What happened here? Please, don't tell anyone. My little one, my little furry friend. Everything that happened in this cabin is like Angel told you. The kitten escaped through the ventilator into Mr. Asogi's cabin, then he tripped over it and broke his neck when he fell to the floor. Yes, that is right. So after the incident, when the cat ran away, Miss Pavlova then visited the cabin next to hers, only to find its occupant lying lifeless on the floor. She said she was worried when she heard sound of something falling on the floor. That's when she went to look. No, Angel? The door was not locked, so she opened to look, and you already know what happened after. There's just one thing, if you wouldn't mind. What? When you went to Mr. Asogi's cabin, Miss Pavlova, was he already dead? Why? I already told you. When Nina opened the door of student's cabin and looked inside, I was asking Miss Pavlova. Well, Miss Pavlova? Duh. Oh. Yes, that is right. I saw him. It was dark and he was wearing black, but he was on the floor, not moving. I was scared. I understand, and I believe you. So is that finally it now? Have we discovered the real truth about Kazuma's death at last? Well, the fact that you're asking means probably not. Ah! Something very nearly slipped my mind. Oh, Mr. Sholmes? This photograph. Yes, I took this myself, you know. The cause of death was a broken neck. Therefore, the victim died instantly. And the unfortunate incident that precipitated these events, a kitten on which the victim stumbled. Look at this photograph. Look at this graph. However, if those are the facts, there is one particular area in this photograph that seems to me somewhat unnatural. What do you mean, unnatural? What are your thoughts on the matter, Mr. Naruto? Oh, well... If Kazuma tripped and fell, and by some terrible stroke of bad luck broke his neck, why the fuck is he laying face down? Which part of this photographic print seems unnatural? I mean, it could be this. It looks like he was trying to write something. Perhaps they tampered with his body. But, like, this is a little bit sus. But then again, If he fell and broke his neck, who falls face down and breaks their neck? Like, I feel like you'd break your nose first. Your neck is kind of meant to bend backwards. Oh, feels weird to fall forward and break your neck. I guess maybe it's possible, but seems very odd. I'm gonna go with the one that seems the most obvious to me, which is his finger over here. This word in Russian clearly wasn't written by Kazuma. So if you're looking for something unnatural, that's the obvious point. Very true. It is certainly peculiar, but it's not what I meant by unnatural, I'm afraid. That particularly crass detail was orchestrated by the culprit. Well, yeah, I was talking about the fact that his finger was writing something. I meant to identify another point. Oh, I see. Imagine, if you will, losing your footing yourself. In my opinion, if you landed as the victim appears to have done here, it would be most unnatural. Okay, so they gave this to me, but also, because, like, I pointed out something interesting, but what I said was actually the answer. I'm sure you'll reach the same conclusion. How thoughtful you are, Mr. Schultz. Thank you for your gentle guidance. Ah, so they didn't even mark me off a point for this. Yeah, what is he doing, like, here? Yes! Both were right. It must be here, surely. I don't really know what they want me to point to. What are we talking about? Use your eyes, he says. Like, bitch, where exactly do you want me to point to? No? Practice? We talking about practice? What? Would you land as the victim has? What of your hands? Okay, yeah, we've already talked about that. You look like the sort of fellow who stumbles with some regularity. This should be an easy task. Why do I... Bald fist? I guess maybe? Maybe there's something in his hand. That's possible. Like, why wouldn't he catch himself? Yes! Just the other hand. Alright, if he really fell due to an unfortunate accident, then this fist just doesn't seem quite right. The exact same thought occurred to me. In a fall, one's instinct is to open the palms flat. Yet here we see the victim with his left hand tightly balled into a fist. Almost, you might say, as though he were gripping something. What do you mean? Simply that I took the liberty of investigating the victim's fist a short while ago. You did? And what, pray, do you imagine I found there, my dear fellow? No idea. Mr. Schultz, show us, please. Why, of course, my dear man. Would I keep you in suspense? Yes. Ah, the other earring. So she was actually... Wait. So, he was alive. Interesting. Oh, a crescent moon with a little gemstone in the middle. So he was alive when she went to visit him because he grabbed her earring? Somehow, some way? Yes, you're right. A crescent moon. It's very pretty, but what does it tell us? It tells us nothing. I'm not so sure. That crescent moon looks familiar somehow. Yeah, it's her missing earring. Observation, Mr. Naruto. That is the key. What? The truth is now tantalizingly close. How did that crescent moon come to be in Cosmo's clenched fist? This is the final clue, the last piece of the puzzle. Ask yourself, what does this little crescent moon mean? What significance has it? And observe. Find the answer with your own eyes. Whoop. Banana. Yes. Notice she has one on her other ear. Miss Pavlova, I noticed that on your ear, even though you have a metal earring, the decorative part of it seems to be missing. The little link holding it on must have broken, I suppose. Eh? What? But looking at your other ear, I notice a crescent moon. Oh! I don't believe it! Now, the missing crescent moon was found in the victim's clenched fist. Clearly, there is only one logical conclusion. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Naruto? Yes. Miss Pavlova, Mr. Asogi must have grasped that crescent moon and pulled it from your ear. Perhaps just moments before he fell to the floor. In other words, last night in Mr. Asogi's cabin, you witnessed the moment when the victim fell with your own eyes. In fact, you were quite literally at arm's length from him. But then the question is, why did Mr. Asogi do that? Why did he pull your earring from your ear and hold it in his clenched fist during his final moments? Oh no. Angel? When even your bodyguard turns on you. Please, Miss Pavlova, tell us the truth. Last night, what did you do to Kazuma? Ah. She gets blasted away by the truth. When I think about everything that happened yesterday, it was too much. Running away, the fishing boat in the middle of the night, trying to climb onto this huge ship. And then, when I was at last in this cabin and I could relax after this horrible long day. Darka, wait! I couldn't believe it when she disappeared through the ventilator. I tried to call her with a little whistle, I tried waving her favorite toy, she did not come back with the toy. But nothing worked. Darka would not come back. What are you doing here at this time of night, Inspector? Oh. I'm sorry. I thought it was a friend of mine. The young man from your country, he was very polite and kind. He helped me to find Darka, and he promised not to tell anyone. But then, when I had my friend in my arms again and I was going to leave the man's cabin... Just a moment. Sorry, but... Oh, yes? I'm sure I know your face. I've seen you somewhere before. Ah. Oh, of course. You're Nikolina Pavlova, aren't you? The Russian ballerina. Huh? No. I don't know that name. My heart nearly stopped when he said that. He knew who I was. How could this man from a land in faraway east know a Russian ballerina? Yes, I saw your performance in Japan. The beauty of the ballet made a deep impression on me. But, what are you doing on this ship? I'm sure I read that your ballet company was performing in Shanghai at the moment. I can't fool him. I have to tell him the truth and hope he doesn't tell anyone. I have no other choice. I see. So you've run away. Please, please keep my secret. Don't tell anyone. Give me a moment. I could use another opinion here. He's going to pull that cord. He's going to tell the captain. Why did I think I could trust him? He's not going to pull that cord. He's going to open the cupboard and ask... ask me, Ryunosuke. Then it happened, everything at once. It was only a second, but it felt like forever. Wait! I shouted. And then... Tarka jumped out of my arms and down to the young man's feet. And... as he turned around to look at me... Oof. I pushed him. I don't even know why. I don't know why I did it. I was just so scared. And... I had to stop him from telling anyone about me. Well, unfortunately, I know about you anyways now, so it didn't really work out, did it? And that's when you went to fetch help? It's now murder accident. From Seaman Stroganov, who was on duty out in the passageway. I heard Nina cry out, and thud on floor, so I ran to her. She was standing at the cabin door, shaking like leaf. She looked at me and said, "Help me, Biff." Maxident, yes, exactly. If they find out, I will be... Please, I have nowhere to go. So you decided to help. And that's when you arranged things in Cosmo's cabin to make it look like I did it. So that no one would suspect the passenger in the cabin next door. Yes. I went into cabin and I looked around to make sure there was nothing to show Nina was there. And then I found a stowaway. In wardrobe, still sleeping. Right, that's when he found me. Knowing it was also pointless makes it hurt so much more. Yep. Knowing that it's always the worst when it's just like some bullshit accident. You know what I mean? So you worked out a plan to lay the blame on the stowaway. I closed wardrobe doors and put back strange paper sign. Luckily for me, that's the only reason Susato-san started to believe me when I said I was innocent. I dragged young man's body to good place and used ink that was spilling to right on floor. I wrote wardrobe, so that person who found him would look inside wardrobe and find stowaway. And tell me, what of the glass pen? Yeah, exactly. It was by my feet, so I picked it up. I see. But it was dark in the cabin. I didn't notice the other half. Then Angel went back to her cabin and I finished job. By pressing the emergency alarm button in the passageway? Yes. It's been a good story so far. Accordingly, the SS Buria did indeed come to an emergency halt at a little after 2 a.m. Thus enticing the bolt on the cabin door to slide shut, creating the locked room mystery. There's still one thing I don't understand, Miss Pavlova. What? Well, you said that you told Cosmo about the fact that you'd run away from your homeland. And it's because you were worried he was going to tell the captain that you pushed him. Isn't that right? Yes. But even if he had pulled the bell cord and called for the captain of the ship, didn't the captain already know? Aren't you friends with every member of the crew? Why would that have been a problem? It was what he said first that made me scared. What he said first? Second opinion? What are you doing here at this time of night, Inspector? Ah, she thought there was, like, some sort of cop or something on board. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was a friend of mine. Which, I mean, to be fair, there was a cop on board. He said an inspector was his friend. Oh, yes, meaning me. Who was supposed to be acting as his bodyguard. I thought it was that if police knew about me, they would arrest me. So before he could pull the bell cord, May I stop you a moment, please, Miss Pavlova? It just doesn't seem to make sense. I mean, was Mr. Asogi really going to pull the bell cord? I don't know. Now, like I said, he was probably going to the wardrobe. What? What do you think, Mr. Naruhodo? Well, I'm not Kazuma, so I can't know for certain, but he was a man of his word. If he told you he wouldn't give your secret away, then he wouldn't have done. No, he was walking over to her. He was going to pull the cord. He was going to make them send me back. Well, Mr. Naruhodo, the day's work is not yet done, it seems. There is one more deduction to make. What? Another deduction? Yeah, what was he gonna do? I mean, like, I've already figured that part out. Yes, what action was the victim really about to take at that moment? Can we determine whether the young man's gaze was directed? Sure, I mean, if you give me a freeze frame of the moment in question. First, consider the victim's location within his cabin. That's easy, I remember every detail of that room. I mean, yes, I spent quite a lot of time in the wardrobe, but still. Yep, she did indeed kill someone at the end of the day. That cabin has been my home for this entire voyage. So this is how the cabin looked last night when Miss Pavlova visited Kazuma-sama? Wait, how could you... Are we, like, mind-melding right now? How do you see what I'm seeing? Yes, it's exactly how it was. Are you ready, then, Mr. Naruhodo? Yes. There's one thing I've learnt today, that a simple gaze can reveal all manner of truths. Not only that, in order to draw the right conclusion, you can't afford to be out by even a little bit when you're following the gaze to where it lands. So when he turned away from Miss Pavlova, what exactly was Kazuma? We already know the answer! He was looking at the wardrobe. Take that! Considering everything that had happened last night, certainly it may have looked as though Kazuma was going to ring the bell cord. Yes, however, what is directly beside the bell cord? The wardrobe. The wardrobe? Yeah, the one I was hiding in. And, more importantly, what was inside the wardrobe? The man's great friend, sleeping soundly. Ah! Miss Pavlova, please, think back very carefully. What were Mr. Asogi's exact words last night? Give me a moment. I could use another opinion here. Another opinion? Like one person? Yes, but not from a member of the crew. No, Mr. Asogi intended to consult his close friend on them. To see if, between them, they might be able to help in some way, no doubt. Oh no. Bro thought of his homie before his death. Much honor. Incoming ads. Unfortunately. We can only dodge them for so long.
Sadly, we can't know the truth for certain now. Too late for that. But I wish you had made sure of what Mr. Asogi was looking at. Things may have ended very differently if you had. Miss Pavlova, I want to thank you for finally admitting the truth. But, unfortunately, the truth is, a man lost his life because of what you did, and that will never change. I hope you'll never forget that. Ooh, getting a little mad, are you? I'm sorry. Really. I'm so sorry.
He has every right to be mad, though, right?
What have I done?
And so? At long last, the mystery surrounding the tragic accident on the SS Buria was finally laid to rest. Alright, so twice now, we have been accused of murder. Also, where the fuck is the cat right now? Let's see if we can continue the streak and get accused of murder a couple more times. Ooh, excuse me. First class cabin passageway. What will happen to Miss Pavlova now then? Once we reach Great Britain, she'll be handed over to the British police at Scotland Yard. What about the fact that she ran away from Russia? Won't the Russians try to repatriate her? Apparently, the English detective can speak to the immigration office and sort all that out. Yeah, I was kind of hoping he was just gonna turn up. Like, not dead. He just, like, bonked his head for a little while. Mr. Sholmes can do that? So she won't be going back to Russia then? No, I don't think so. Even if she wanted to return in the future, I doubt she would be able to. She ran away, so now she's in exile for life. Is that what they do? I see. I'm sorry. Seaman Stroganoff? I wanted to help our angel, no matter what. But I didn't think about you, and about how you lost a good friend. I will go with Nina. I will give myself to British police. That's kind of you. Oh, hey. In the meantime, thank you for letting me go free again. Kazuma's death feels like such a waste, but he's definitely coming back as a ghost in the future, right? We're gonna feel his presence behind us during our first court case. Well, do what you can for Miss Pavlova, won't you? Done. Well, I'm afraid you need to pack now. We're due to arrive in Hong Kong tomorrow. As much as it pains me, I'm going to have to hand you over to the council to arrange your passage back to Japan. Yes. I did stow away, after all. I couldn't really expect any different. Yeah, Force Ghost, exactly. The Avatar. So, you should get back to your cabin now. Looks like my study tour to Great Britain is over before it's even begun, then. To think that only days ago, Cosma and I were laughing together about how we'd tear up the streets of London. That seems like a distant memory now. Oh. What's that? Is it someone weeping? Of course she's gonna be sad, man. Susato-san. Also, how did you not notice her in the room already? Naruhodo-san. I didn't know you had returned. Really, how did we both miss each other? One of us had to open the door. Oh, well, I haven't been back long. Why can't we just go in Kazuma's place? Because he was like a really good lawyer, so they like sent him there on like a scholarship. Maybe we could go later. Maybe we're gonna be the best lawyers ever, and we're gonna do what he couldn't. Maybe that's our call to action. I don't know. We'll see. But like right now, we're stowaways. I can see why we're going back. Inspector Hosonaga just told me I should pack. You know, ready to leave the ship tomorrow and all that. Oh no, they got the animated sad eyes. I still can't believe this has happened. I can't believe someone's life can be over just like that. Susato-san. Oh man, I need to sneeze, but it doesn't want me to sneeze, but I need to sneeze. He had such grand ideas for this visit to Great Britain. So many dreams. We will be the best after defending ourselves from murder 18 times before we get back to Tokyo. The rate of framing is a little bit high. And now they've been cruelly taken away, just as he has. I thought I could never forgive the person responsible. But now we know the truth. That it was just an accident. Just a silly series of mishaps. It's too much, Naruhodo-san. It's just too much. Yes, I know. I wish there was something I could say. Inspector, my duty was to see Asogi-san safely to Great Britain. But I failed, and caused his two closest friends great pain and suffering as a result. I've let everyone down. And I will do anything to make up for my terrible blunder. Nobody blames you, Inspector. Although now I have a guy who I can count on in every trial going forward. And I'm free again now, at least. God damn it, Sholmes. I wanted to put the handcuffs on you for fun. Surprise, Mr. Naruhodo. What is the meaning of this? Oh, a trifling matter. Simply that in my head, I think I shall always picture you wearing those shackles. Without them, the balance seems all wrong. It's distracting. Why, because I'm a good detective? This guy's got an inferiority complex. Sorry? So I decided to restore them. For old time's sake, shall we say. You are a stowaway after all. Ah ha 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 ha. He thinks this is funny? Mr. Sholmes. We do appreciate all your assistance. I'd like to thank you, from the bottom of my heart. Not at all, not at all. And though it's a little late, may I offer my sincere condolences. The loss of your companion is truly heartrending. I hope that you will be able to fulfill some of his aspirations in his honor. I'm afraid that won't be possible. We shall be disembarking at the next port, in Hong Kong. We have to return to Japan and make a full report about everything that's happened. What? Wait a minute. It's just me that has to go back, isn't it? I mean, I was the stowaway. The terms of this study tour were negotiated by the Department of Justice in both Great Britain and Japan. It was to be one lawyer and one assistant. Was to be? In the light of Mr. Asogi's unfortunate death, I'm afraid the study tour can no longer go ahead. Oh, no, I don't care for me, but... Poor Susato-san.
My dear fellows, the majority of problems have an extremely simple solution, you know.
I can already tell that's Sholmes.
All you require is one lawyer, and the study tour can continue, sure. But there is no one with the necessary qualifications, Mr. Sholmes. We know of no other lawyer.
Bro! What the fuck?
Qualifications, you say? Any qualifications obtained in your own country will be of little value in Great Britain, I'm afraid. Oh, but anyway, the voyage to London still promises a good month of time. Ample opportunity, I would say, to find yourselves another suitable lawyer. Yes.
It's me, I'm the lawyer. Miss Susato.
Yes. Do you think perhaps I might be able to do it?
Ah. But you're not a lawyer, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, unless... Are you studying law?
No, I'm not, but... I'm sorry. In that case, I don't think there's even a chance it could work. But, as I said, there's still more than a month before we reach England's shores.
Are you gonna have me cram for the bar in, like, a month?
Isn't that right, Mr. Naruhodo? Yes, I have a month in which to study, to learn what I must to become a lawyer in Great Britain. Mr. Naruhodo, that's ridiculous. Are you seriously suggesting anybody could learn all of that in just 40 days? There's only one way to find out.
I would work my fingers to the bone, Inspector. Every single day. Will you let me try? And if by the time we reach Great Britain, I haven't learned enough to be recognized as a lawyer, I guess I'll take the boat back.
Yep. I'll take whatever punishment is deemed appropriate. But, why put yourself in such a difficult position?
Sorry, call to action. I don't make the rules.
For Kazuma.
He said that there was something he had to do in Great Britain, and that he would sacrifice anything to make it happen.
He was passionate about it. Can't let all that passion just come to nothing. And anyway, it's for my own benefit, too.
What was I studying? Did we ever discuss what I was actually studying prior to law? Like, I was friends with Kazuma. I went to the same school. We went to famous university.
What do you say, Miss Susato?
Unk. Yes, that's it. It's a car. That's correct. It's a brand of car. Kink is the manufacturer, play is the type, is the model.
I think it's a wonderful idea.
Seeing her genuinely smile is a little bit disturbing, actually. Yeah, exactly.
So, what does our bespectacled inspector friend say?
Are you serious?
One lawyer and one assistant. The numbers are indisputable.
No. It's madness.
Yet, fascinating, wouldn't you agree?
Fascinating.
Duty and rules are the dull routine of existence that we all abhor. Give us interest, give us fascination. Speak for yourself. Besides, qualifications are no measure of a man. What matters is his character, no? My God. He said something deep? And you've witnessed ample evidence of this man's exemplary character today, with your own eyes.
He's gonna say some really deep shit here, he's gonna be on our side, and then he's gonna do some whack-ass shit on the way out the door. You know it. He's cartwheel out the door or something.
From the early hours of that would require too much animation. He's gonna do something different. From the early hours of this morning until this very moment now. despite contending with the passing of his close companion and despite the accusation of guilt. This man has shown resourcefulness, intelligence, and above all, courage. Very well. I'll think of a clever way to word my report to the Department of Justice. Inspector, after all, I did just make a promise, didn't I? I said that I'd do anything at all to make up for my shortcomings here. Oh, thank you, Inspector. If you'll excuse me, I must pay a visit to the captain's quarters, I think. I need to discuss what to do next and how best to make my report. Adios. Are you really prepared to attempt this, Mr. Naruhodo? Yes, I'm gonna try. I wonder, would you consider teaching me what I need to know? Everything about being a lawyer? You are a lawyer's assistant, I suppose. I would be delighted to help you. I am a judicial assistant, after all. Thank you. And, Mr. Naruhodo, I'd like you to take charge of this. Oh, I'm gonna be the guy walking around with the sword now. What? Me? Are you sure? I'm sure it's what Kazuma-sama would have wanted. See, he did say to a samurai, to a Japanese person, their sword is their soul. I'm on to you, game. We're calling our shot from a mile off right now. Its name is Karuma. It's a great sword that's been in the Asogi clan for generations. Hold on. Gotta go over here real quick. Karuma. Let's see what that translates to. It might literally just be like written in katakana and mean karma, but something tells me that would be a little... I mean, to be fair, we've been doing that a lot, so... On the nose is kind of on brand for this game, so maybe. Oh yeah, his bloodline just ended. Goddamn. True, I guess. Very well, I accept. I'll treasure it always. So then, Miss Susato, it seems we'll be working together for some time to come yet. Try not to throw me too much, yeah? It will be an honor, Mr. Naruhodo. And for the next 40 days, I shan't grant you a single minute of freedom. We shall fill every spare moment with study. Yes, that's exactly what I need. But, before we begin, I have an earnest favor to ask of you, too. Goodness, what is it? Please throw me to the ground. 3 times. Oh. True. You did throw me for no particular reason a while ago. I should never have doubted you. You were Kazuma-sama's closest friend. Of course you would never have done anything to hurt him. That should have been obvious to me from the start. But I allowed suspicion to get the better of me. And no matter how upset I was feeling, it was completely unforgivable behavior. No, you were in shock. You just found out about me stowing away, and the cabin door was locked for me. No, I won't let you make excuses for me. Whatever the circumstances, I should never have thrown you. And not just once, but 5 times. Wasn't it 3? That number keeps creeping up, doesn't it? Please, you must. Just take hold of me and throw me. Do it. Don't even think about it. No. I don't even know how. I've never thrown anyone in my life. Very wise, Mr. Naruhodo. It isn't a skill one acquires without considerable training. Oh, Mr. Sholmes. Yeah, he never left, bro. I observed your throwing technique several times with great interest. I confess I was most impressed. When did he see that? I presume that would be a form of Japanese wrestling. Oh, well, in a way, it's not wrestling, but my own interpretation of an ancient jujitsu technique. Apparently it's called the Susato Takedown. Leaves your head swimming, believe me. How beguiling. I'm a practitioner of the combative arts myself. I'm a somewhat accomplished boxer. There he goes, dancing around again. I wonder if you'd be so kind as to instruct me on the technique of your arresting throw. Dude, throw him. Do it. Yes, I'd be honored. Then let us not doubt. Demonstrate, my dear madame. Oh, of course. Are you ready? Wait, no, why are you throwing me? Mr. Nutbuck? Sorry? Hiya! Sorry, we don't have enough budget to animate her throwing someone else. So we just gotta have her throw you again. As you can see, you throw from the abdomen. Oh yes, arresting indeed. And that is what you term the Susato takedown, is it? Actually, no. That was a Susato squash. Does that imply that you're going to be using other techniques in the coming moments? In my groggy state of consciousness, a scene from an evening recently spent with Kazuma flickered into my mind. Dude drew his sword. Karuma? That's right. It's a prized sword that's been passed down through generations of the Asogi clan. I can't believe you managed to get permission to bring it with you. I mean, taking a katana on a study tour is more than a little irregular, surely. A Japanese man's sword is his soul, Ryunosuke. I can't be parted from my katana. Karuma guides me. I truly believe that. So its name compels its wielder to slice evil in two? Not that you would need much compelling. Not that you would need much... Yeah. On that subject, there's something very important that I have to do in Great Britain. And I'll sacrifice anything to make it happen. I'd appreciate you seeing it through with me. Of course I will. Whatever is it, I'll see it through to the end with you. Whatever it is. I knew you wouldn't let me down. But I don't know what it is. That important thing he had to do. I still don't know what that was. I'm sure we'll figure it out. But I'm gonna see the place for myself and work it out. Great Britain's capital, London. 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 Chapter 2, end. Yay, clap, 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 clap. Sure, I'll save my current progress. I'm sure it'll accuse us of murder. Wait, maybe we actually get to defend someone for once. The Adventure of the Runaway Room. Just a food cart. The Adventure of the Clouded Kokoro? You could just translate it to heart, guys. That's what it means. Translators note Keikaku means plan. The Adventure of the Unspeakable Story. Okay, let's do The Runaway Room, episode 3. The Adventure of the Runaway Room.
Glancing over my records of the late last century, I am faced by the events of a certain bitter winter. A murder in a carriage as it sped through dense London fog in the dead of night.
My God.
Though the victim and the perpetrator were the only ones inside, There were
Oh,
multiple
hey.
witnesses to the
Hi on
crime
YouTube.
itself. However, none could have imagined.
I'm excited to hear what you think of this
such
case.
seemingly obvious
I will
case
be
as
very
this
interested in this case.
would end in such a horrendous manner. My friend, Mr. Herlock Sholmes, once said of the incident,
I believe that perhaps that case was indeed the prelude.
the beginning of a long
Hey, my
contention
voice wasn't
as
too far off
impressive
from that.
Japanese student and I were to play together.
Were we just introduced to, like, a villain or something? I don't know. Ooh, actually animated.
Amazing. Is this really just a railway station?
Railway station or not, I've never seen such an enormous building before.
I notice you guys have put on your best
Look
British
at all the
accents.
Steam locomotives. This country is incredible.
I feel like I'm dreaming.
So this is the capital of Great Britain.
So, where to?
Oh, hello.
Climb aboard. I'll take you wherever you want to go.
In that case, the Supreme Court in Whitehall. If
You can just straight up watch this game as a show, lol. Do they actually have, like, full anime series for every one of these games?
Suppose you're visiting students from abroad, eh?
Yes,
So when does the lawyer part happen?
Thought so.
Well, we've already done some lawyering, and I'm sure we'll do some more lawyering. Lawyers aren't lawyers 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Great Britain's mighty capital, London.
Just the original trilogy has a full anime. Okay. So I do have to play this one regardless. Not that I was, like, intent on just like, oh, well, if there's an anime, I guess I'll stop playing the game. The games are usually better when it comes to detective mysteries. Is this what the Supreme Court looks like? There's just, like, one imposing dude on a chair and, like, some books. Seems a little small, but alright. I guess we're in the Chief Justice's office, but this is still such a crazy-ass office. What an incredible place. It's so imposing. It's almost suffocating. This place is breathtaking. It looks like a fortress. There are some stone buildings like this in Japan now, of course. But they've only been built in the few short decades since we've opened our borders to the outside world. Yeah, bro is at like the top of the clock tower. An authentic example like this has quite a different impact, wouldn't you agree? A far cry from the wood and paper most of our buildings are constructed from. And I'm gonna be real with you, Susato. Like, y'all got your own sick-ass aesthetic going on. Japanese-style architecture is awesome. Granted, I like castles as much as the next guy, but... Architecture is one thing, honestly. If I weren't into other things like computer science and such, I could have seen myself being an architect. Like, that's something I actually find very interesting. It's certainly unfamiliar. But I think there's more to the differences than just construction materials. Indeed. What is this place again? This is the Lord Chief Justice's office, Naruhodo-san, in the Supreme Court of Great Britain. Naruhodo, why are you even asking that question? Like, has bro been on autopilot the whole day? The Lord Chief Justice. We had instructions to report here at this time. If circumstances were different, we were supposed to let the Lord Chief Justice know that we had arrived from Japan.
But Kazuma can't. No. So instead, we are here in a different capacity. As envoys to report the news of Kazuma-sama's death. Yes. And having delivered his or her message, an envoy's duty is done. So, we'd have to return to Japan. If we want to remain here in Great Britain, I have to take Kazuma's place I have to take Kazuma's place as the law student selected for the study tower. Tour. Good lord. Sorry, I've lost my ability to read in the last 3 minutes. He has just finished a 40-day credit. You know what? You're not wrong. Bro got off the ship and he was like... I like how Japanese architecture and other areas are basically a case study on the development of civilization in places with minimal resources. Yeah, like, if you don't have A, what do you use instead? Like, it's most noticeable with things like technology improvements, right? With going from, like, mud and clay up to stone once you have the tools to make that feasible. But it's also true in places just that lack certain resources or have an abundance of others. Yeah. Yes, which means you need the requisite qualifications as a lawyer, which is what I've been studying for. Here in Great Britain, it is the Lord Chief Justice who appoints lawyers. That sounds like a pain in the ass, I'm not gonna lie. Unless there's only like 400 lawyers in all of Great Britain. Like one dude having to be like, pass. 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 It's the only way that we'll be able to remain here in London. I hope I'm up to scratch. I guess back then there may well have only been like 400 lawyers. Ah, good morning. Sorry for keeping you. I feel old. I feel like he's gonna be old. Oh, he's old, but very much more imposing than the old geezer I was expecting. Oh my god, his mouth moves. Whoa, 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 whoa. The fuck? I trust you aren't too exhausted after your long voyage from Japan. I'm gonna go mildly British indeed. It seems I'm 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 47 seconds late. My apologies. Oh, no, don't mention it. We're never happier than when we're standing around with nothing much to do. That sounds very underhanded, Ryunosuke. How fortunate. So, introductions. I am Miles Strongheart, Lord Chief Justice of the British Empire. I feel like a little mouse under an elephant's foot. Come on, Mr. Naruhodo. Don't be a mouse. Oh, it's an honor to meet you, Lord Chief Justice Strongheart. I'm Ryunosuke Naruhodo from the Empire of Japan. Well, Mr. Naruhodo. Welcome to London, the capital of our glorious British Empire. Ah, yes, thank you. I think I'm getting this voice pretty good. I have no idea what his voice should be, but that's the vibe I get. You know what I mean? I mean, might as well just converse with this dude, right? So, what are your impressions of our capital so far? How do you like London? Thank you. Oh, well, I've been so nervous ever since I got here that I can't remember a single thing about the city. Ye old lordship boys, yeah. It's simply splendid, isn't it, Mr. Naruhodo? Oh? We had a wonderful view of some of London's streets from the carriage on the way here from the station. Everything is so impressive and grand. I must say I'm almost lost for words. I'm glad to hear you like it. The city boasts tramways, piped water, and gas, even cables supplying electricity. We spearhead every revolutionary new technology in the world. Every visitor to London is astounded. There's no bias in that statement, guys. That's just the objective truth, obviously. Oh yes, astounded is the word. Thanks for saving me there, Susato-san. And everyone seems so jolly and full of vigor. That's the amphetamines we put in the water. Oh, sorry, yes. There's much excitement about the upcoming great exhibition we will be hosting here in London.
Great exhibition?
Cultural and technological achievements from around the globe are to be exhibited here in our great city.
We're talking about the World Fair?
It will be the greatest spectacle of its kind in history, and will make Paris's World Fair look like a toy shop.
Okay. Bet.
Gosh, I can hardly imagine how magnificent it's going to be.
Damn, Susato's really good at sucking up. Although maybe she's just actually genuinely is that way, but like, she definitely sounds like she's sucking up.
Great Britain's capital city is nothing but magnificent. London is the center of the modern world.
Even if you do say so yourself.
The sun will never set on our great empire. Perhaps it is fate that in these progressive times, we welcome visitors from the land of the rising sun.
Law student. Lord Chief Justice. I think you were expecting a student of law for this study tour, weren't you?
Absolutely. A Mr. Kazuma Asogi, if my memory serves.
That's right.
The British government has already been telegraphed a full report on the situation. I understand the young man lost his life aboard the steamship bound for our shores.
That's amazing. The news reached him before we even arrived. The power of electricity.
My country naturally extends its deepest condolences to yours.
Oh, thank you.
And you honored this appointment specifically to inform me of the news?
Yes. We are here in the capacity of envoys from Japan to report the sad news in person.
They tell me you Japanese are a people of protocol and courtesy, and I can see that it's true. And it is with some regret that I must inform you that the death of the young lawyer means this study tour arrangement can no longer proceed.
If you would just hear us out, Lord Strongheart.
What do you have to say, madam?
It's about the study tour. Mr. Naruhodo here would like to make a proposal.
Would he now? Well,
Mr. Naruhodo? This is it, then, the moment of truth. The thing is, Lord Strongheart, I was wondering if perhaps you would consider allowing the study tour to go ahead?
Don't misunderstand me. Britain would ideally like to see the tour go ahead. But without a lawyer from your country, there's nothing to be done.
Well, in that case, what if there was someone else?
Yeah. This guy this guy's theme is like imposing. Add more horns, add more horns. We need more horns. Is there something I don't know? Only a single lawyer was invited from Great Britain to your country, and that was Mr. Asogi. At least, that is what I've been led to understand.
Well, the thing is, this really isn't going well at all. I just can't seem to find the right words to say to this man. Mr. Naruhodo, I could ruin things here if I'm not careful. What am I gonna say? If there is someone else here from Japan who could be described as a lawyer... Miss Susato? I mean, I've been studying for this thing, you know? I might as well just fucking say it's me. Why would I say Susato?
It's me. I can do it. Is that so? I mean, I don't actually have any full qualifications as such, but... No qualifications, you say? And yet you still claim to be a lawyer. I have acted as a lawyer in court before. Only once, as it happens. I had Cosmo to help me, and I was the accused, but glossing over the details. I've been spending every spare moment on the journey here to Great Britain studying. I've learned all about British law and court proceedings while I was on board the SS Boodia. The voyage from Japan is some 50 days, I believe. Not what you might call a full education. To become a qualified lawyer here in Britain, not only do you need a university degree in law, you must also complete several years of training. I realize it's far too short a period of time, but I can't just go back to Japan. Kazuma, Mr. Isogi's journey had only just begun. Coming here on this study tour was all he thought about. I have to carry on and do everything he planned to do. I know it must sound like I have only an overly inflated opinion of myself, but I would do anything to prove I have what it takes. Any test you care to send me. Just one chance, that's all I'm asking for. Please. 31 seconds. Sorry? Your opening statement there, Mr. Naruto. It was 31 seconds long. Not too brief, not too protracted. A perfectly judged appeal, I would say. Which is a skill that would stand you in good stead as a lawyer. Oh, thanks. So, you're willing to put those words to trial, are you? Well, I'm all for entertainment. Huh? But let me ask you one thing first, sir. Yes? You say that you intend to do everything Mr. Isogi planned to do. Are you firmly set on that path? Well, yes, that's my intention. I see. Am I imagining things? Or did his expression just alter a fraction there all of a sudden? Very well. You have your wish. I'll give you a chance. Test to become a specially certified lawyer. Whether you pass or fail is entirely down to you. Really? Test! We took the online class, trust. So what form will the test take exactly? Tell me, Mr. Naruhodo, what do you consider the role of a lawyer to be? Well, defending people, of course. Well said. So, let's have you defend someone. Huh? Your timing is perfect, in fact. There's an apt trial about to begin later today. No advocate has been appointed for the defense as yet, so this will be welcome news. Today? Straight away. If you manage to secure a verdict of not guilty, you'll have passed my test. What could be simpler? How do I get myself into these situations? Well, could I ask what sort of trial it is, Lord Strongheart? Murder, obviously, hello? We can't be toning down the stakes now. Yes. Good question. Ah, I remember. Music. It's a murder trial. Aha! A murder? An extremely simple case, I understand. You really can't lose. That's easy to say. But I should mention, just in case, if the defendant is found guilty, he will of course be sentenced to capital punishment. Capital punishment? He'll be put to death? Here in Great Britain, murderers are sent to the gallows without exception. Presumably, You read that much in your short C-based introduction to British law. We can't possibly agree to such a thing. We would be toying with a man's life. I am the Lord Chief Justice, and I've decided it's acceptable. But you can't do that, can you? Why not? I'm the boss. I set the rules. There's no need to overcomplicate this. All you have to do is ensure that you don't lose. So the defendant may live or die depending on how well I perform in court. If I lose, he'll be hanged. Mr. Naruhodo, you've come to me claiming to be a lawyer. If you want me to take you seriously, you need to prove you're willing to do a lawyer's job. And you say you intend to see through the will of your compatriot, Mr. Asogi. I would like to understand just how far you're willing to go in order to make that happen. How's it going, Golgi? What's good? He's testing my resolve. What's the matter? You've fallen silent. We just got through case 2 a minute ago. We've just started on case 3. I'm sorry, but time is pressing. The trial begins shortly. I need an answer from you now. What's it to be? I'm okay, just stopping by to say hi and get my 20 streak, hell yeah. Is that a new emote? Is that a new one? Blep. I won't do it. Game over. Blep. I can't do it. I can't get the words out. 15 seconds. Your decision-making needs work if you want to be a lawyer. That was too slow. So, it's as I suspected, is it? Sorry? You have noble intentions, but lack the resolve to see them through. The test is cancelled. Thank you for stopping by. Go and acquire your ticket for passage back to the east tomorrow. This conversation is over. Yes, Lord Strongheart. Thank you for offering me a chance. Mr. Naruhodo. I'm sorry, Miss Susato. But what could I do? It's alright. I understand. You do? It's not an easy decision to choose whether to defend a man in these circumstances, but resolve has absolutely nothing to do with it. What are you trying to say, madam? Super tired but hoping I get time to see a doctor tomorrow? Oh, that bad? Damn. That ain't good. I think what Miss Susato means is that no matter how badly I'd like to be recognized as a lawyer and stay here in Great Britain, to risk another man's life by treating his one and only chance at a trial so trivially would be utterly unforgivable, and I feel exactly the same way. I'm sure the defendant won't see this trial as a test, as some kind of experiment. A lawyer may fight for his clients in court day after day, but for each one of those clients, the particular day they stand in the dock may be the only chance they have to fight to prove their innocence. No, I was wrong. I'm not qualified to do that job yet. I'm sorry for wasting your precious time, Lord Chief Justice. I had a really bad migraine a few days ago, and I've been feeling really tired since. I see. Yeah, I mean, it's always good to play it safe and get it checked out. For me, that'd probably cost $100, so... I imagine it's a little different for y'all. We let it ride. Fuck it, we ball, right? Like... Wait, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, was there something else? It's approximately 20 minutes by carriage to the Old Bailey from here. If you leave immediately, you should still be there in time. But I just said that I was quite serious in what I told you. The defendant in this case has literally no one to advocate for it. Yeah, I mean, a doctor's visit is usually like $40, but then everything else is free. Yeah, worth it. Worth it. Gotta check, be sure. Make sure you don't have forearm cancer or something, right? What? At this point, he can't hope to find someone to represent him. The trial will begin without a defense. And if that happens, there's only one possible outcome. He will receive the most severe sentence the judge can pass down. But that's awful. But that is the truth. Why does it have to be like this? Please don't expect an answer to every question. The cold hard truth of the matter is that there is only one person now with a chance to save this man from a very miserable end. And that is you. I'm really his only hope? Oof. Rough odds, buddy. So, what do you say now, madame? Me? What do you mean, Lord Strongheart? You said it wasn't an easy decision to choose whether to defend a man in these circumstances, and I agree. But in my estimation, it is purely and simply a matter of resolve. Oh. Our time is up here. I have a meeting to attend. I must leave in 2 minutes and 16 seconds. So, venture into our great city and enjoy yourselves. He's gone. The Old Bailey. We're gonna kick down the door. Perfect timing. Boom. I'll represent you. If we're going to do this, Mr. Naruhodo, we have to leave at once. Okay, well, fucking get on with it then, yeah. Can't be exploring around the dude's office in the meantime. 18th February, 9:45 a.m., the Old Bailey. Defendant's antechamber. Oh, thank goodness, we're in time. There's still 15 minutes until the trial begins. I never knew a horse-drawn carriage could go so fast. I thought my teeth were gonna rattle loose. Did you hear what I said to the driver when we climbed aboard? Get us to our destination in 5 minutes, driver, and there's a guinea in it for you. It's one of my favorite lines from the Herlock Sholmes stories, and it worked quite perfectly. I'm not sure why you're so pleased. I thought we were gonna die, and we had to pay gold for the privilege. Well, at least we arrived here before the trial started. Yes, I suppose there's that. Anyway, I don't understand it. The court clerk said the defendant should be here, but there's no sign of him at all. Was bro hiding behind a couch or something? So this is the Old Bailey. Even this room for defendants to wait in is grand. Are you alright, Mr. Naruhodo? I'm feeling tense, that's all. This place gives me the same sense of foreboding that I remember from the Supreme Court in Japan. Well, yeah, because I'm pretty sure you've just painted it a different color, and it's otherwise the exact same setting. An oppressive air, almost as if the building itself is going to crush whoever is about to be sentenced. It feels like only yesterday that I was the one about to be crushed. Yes, whoever the man you're to defend is, I imagine he's feeling very alone at this moment. Top of the morning to you, madam. Sir?
This guy's guilty as fuck. No, it's actually an entirely different setting. It just looks a lot like the previous room from the first trial. The antechamber from the first trial. What are yous doing following me here? Tings are fair desperate, aren't they? Is he Irish? Am I gonna have to do Irish? I don't know Irish. If I do Irish, I'm gonna accidentally end up Scottish, and it's gonna look bad. Sorry? Would you look at those expressionless faces? From the East, are yous? We're from Japan, yes? Ah, Japan is it? Right, say no more. So, how much do yous need? No, we're just here because... No need to explain, fella. I've been there myself, so I have. No place to go, nothing to eat, barely a penny to your name. And all while in a strange, faraway land. Everyone get ready to cancel DJ? Nope, can't cancel me. The game's making me do it. Sorry. You missed the Russian voices. Nobody canceled me then. I guess I'm not too bad at it. Well, actually, we haven't found a place to stay yet, no. Tis grand, tis grand. Let me start by giving you 1,000 guineas. Say nothing now. 1,000 guineas? 1,000 guineas? Please, Miss Susato, you don't have to shout. But 1,000 guineas is... It's enough to build an entire mansion in the most prestigious area of Tokyo. What? It's nothing to me at all. I like to ensure I have sufficient funds to weather a rainy day, you see. I have enough wealth to buy the city of London 2 or 3 times over. Are you Scrooge McDuck? How the fuck much money does this guy have that he can buy the entire city of London 3 times? Is his name Donald Trump or something like that? Okay, have to head out. Hope stream goes well and you don't get canceled. Okay, I'll do my best. If you don't hear from me, you'll know what happened. Could that much rain even fall in one day? Well, even so, we couldn't possibly accept such a large sum of money. Ah! That hit me in the eye. Don't get me wrong, fella. I'm not giving it to you no strings attached. I'll be wanting you to do something for me. Oh? To be honest, 'tis a little embarrassing. The trial that's about to begin, you see, is for me good self here. I'll be in the dock. So now, what I want you to do is come along with me and stand there beside me. Officially, you'd be my lawyer, but that's just a little detail now. Oh, well the thing is... Don't worry about a thing. All you have to do is stand there next to me. Nothing more. Otherwise, you see, the trial is gonna start without me having any kind of representation at all. So it was true. The Lord Chief Justice wasn't just making it all up. Why would he do that? But yes, it's true. I'm terribly sorry to have to ask, but does that mean you're the defendant in this trial? Hell yeah, getting paid. Bluster and blazes! Do yous not know who I am? Me, one of London's biggest names. No, sorry. We've only just arrived in the city, you see. I see. I suppose it isn't altogether impossible. Well, just next to Hyde Park there in the center of London is another beautiful park. Sorry? A park? What? It is called McGilded Park, full of blossom and flowers in the spring, and singing birds and whatnot. So this guy's name is McGilded? I donated it to the city, so I did. An entire park in central London. A city of smiles, that's my vision for London. There's nothing Magnus McGilded wouldn't do for the city and its poor old people. Magnus McGilden. Big money. That's amazing. I mean, really extraordinary. But now the gods say I'm a good-for-nothing criminal. Me, Magnus McGilden. What's the matter with the London police, I ask you? Alright, don't pass out. Mr. Naruhodo, perhaps now would be a good time to introduce ourselves while the gentleman catches his breath. Good idea. Mr. McGilden, the thing is, we're actually here in London to study British law. We're law students on a study tour from Japan, you see. So, if you don't have a lawyer for the trial yet, and you'd be happy to put yourself in our hands, we'll do our best. What was I have to say, you daft idiot? I've given you 1,000 guineas to stand up there next to me, haven't I? Well, yes, but I wasn't really offering to just stand up there next to you. Oh, I think I see what's going on here. Sorry? I know what you're thinking. This Chancellor of a fella claims to have more money than the Queen. But if that's true, why the blazes can't he hire the finest lawyer in all of England? Because he did it. That's the only explanation. Well... well... Not at all? Not at all. Although, it is a little strange, to be honest. Why don't you have a lawyer, I mean? Why you don't have a lawyer, I mean? That would be the fault of the Reaper. Sorry? Did he just say Reaper? Aye, the Grim Reaper of the Bailey, Lord Barrick von Zeeks. He's the prosecutor. The prosecutor is the Grim Reaper? When Van Zeeks stands for the prosecution, they call the accused his sacrificial lambs. Gotcha, so he doesn't lose, that's the point. We're going up against a really good lawyer. And to this day, in every single trial in which he's been the prosecutor, the accused has been damned. What? So it's reached the desperate situation. But there's no one willing to stand in defense against the fella at all. See, I almost slipped into British there. It's easy to do. You could say he's living legend at the Old Bailey. Goodness, Lord Barrick Van Zeeks. He must be an exceptionally talented prosecutor then. Is this going to be like one of the ancestors of... I recognize the name a little bit from the other Ace Attorney games. There's another prosecutor in those games that's I feel like he has a similar enough name that I wouldn't be surprised if this is one of his ancestors. Talented isn't the word you're looking for, madam. It's cursed. Cursed? What on earth? The defendant is summoned, and his counsel. Please make your way into the courtroom. The trial is about to begin. His counsel. That would be me. I know nothing. Fair enough. Oh, 'tis time. Well then, fella, don't let me down. What? I don't know anything about the case. You haven't told me what happened. Until you showed your face here. I'd made up me mind, so I had. Sorry? I decided I'd have to defend myself in there. How would that have worked? But then you made an appearance. A student of law, wouldn't you know? No more Uma today, I'll break my phone otherwise. Deep breaths, don't burn yourself out. Yeah, he definitely did it. Why, because he's Irish? I don't know if I'm the one getting cancelled here, guys. I'm pretty sure that's Major Flower. He just said some crazy shit. Hey, everyone, go get him. It's no accident, I can assure you that. 'Tis fate. So don't get cold feet now, please.
Dot 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 dot. I literally know nothing about the case or about this man who stands accused. In fact, the only thing I do know is that I can't just turn my back on him. I did 4 runs in a row with Curran where her Fine-Mo finishes her event chain in junior year. Man, I just want my Fine Motion event chain to finish it all. Also, I mean, I guess if you're making a Team Trials character, it's annoying to run Fine-Mo and not be able to get it. But are you like building for the CM or something? I mean, look at this weird-ass build, all body and no arms. Well, then he couldn't have murdered anyone. He can't reach anyone. Mr. Naruhodo. The man has no one. He'll have to stand alone in that courtroom, armed with nothing to defend himself. Yes, something that Kazuma would never have allowed to happen. Counsel for the defense, what are you doing? If you're late for the start of the trial, you will lose your right to stand. Nah. Yeah, it's great when it finishes and I get prepared to pass and not Speedstar because random chance for gold skill cards are just so good. Agemasen. I'll be right there. Yeah, if it's for team trials, it's definitely annoying to not get the gold skill. But I will say for the CM, Prepared to Pass isn't really that good anyways. Or Speedstar. They're like, fine. But unless you're getting speed carryover, they're really not that good. Thank God they stopped doing that for the most part, yeah. My first trial in British court. I hope you're watching over me, Kazuma. Because I have no idea how I'm going to manage this. Ooh, we're just barely over the 2-hour mark, but maybe this is a good saving point. That felt like a very good saving point, right? Saving that. I know it's a little early. Well, it's not a little early on the stream. I've definitely done streams about this long before, but not quite as long as yesterday's. Leave the bulk of the trial for next time. That's what I'm thinking. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, so looking at the schedule for this week, we don't have any more of Ace Attorney for the rest of the week, but it seems to be a pretty popular series thus far. There's a fair number of new people. So I will probably schedule a couple more for next week, right? We'll get through it a little bit of a faster pace than sometimes my story games I'll play like once a week and it'll take us 6 months to finish, right? LA Noire. So I'll put like 2 or 3 on the schedule next week. Tomorrow is, I believe, Slay the Spire 2, if I'm remembering right, and then we've got Peak with people who might want to play Peak on Saturday, and Sunday's Balatro as usual. So you guys can look forward to that. We've only got like 3 or 4 viewers right now on Twitch. I'll probably not worry too much about the whole raid deal. With that in mind, yeah, I think that'll be a good place to stop the stream before the next set of ads starts and people have to watch those. So, yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow for a little bit of Slay the Spire. I saw a couple new people in the Discord as well. Say hi to everyone. And peace out, guys.